All right, man. So next up, we got Smash Ultimate. We're going through all the different trailers for Ultimate and seeing how it ranks and how it compares to what we got already on the list. Yeah, I can't hold you. I got shivers and goosebumps, bro.
Oh God.
That shit
And
transport
thus,
me right back.
speculation season has begun. Have begun.
That shit was crazy.
Indeed.
I'm pretty sure we could all agree where this is going.
Yeah, put it in highest tier.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. Easy word. The only thing I could even say negative about that shit was I remember all like the discourse. People thought that it was a 50-50 shot if it was a new game or a port. But that's it
Yeah,
though.
for me, when I saw that the Splatoon 1, like OCs, my and that high quality vid, that right there told me that it wasn't even a port. It was gonna be something else.
Right.
Indeed. Alright, up next.
Next,
Oh, this one's
next,
a
next,
this is going to be something.
it was pretty much the thing that everybody just.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Hey,
main ultimate
boy.
reveal was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, we all know what that shit's gonna be put in.
Highest tier. For
Um,
me, the real kicker was basically when Snake showed up. It literally shut everyone up.
Yep.
yeah, and like just in general, like when you realize that like a bunch of the cut characters are coming back, and then they confirm that everyone's coming back, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this tier list maker does not have a dedicated spot for like the ultimate reveal trailer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just designate this snake picture for that. So this snake picture is just gonna be a representation of the ultimate trailer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is pretty much a reveal of a Neko.
Daisy joins the roster as Peach's Echo Fighter. She fights in a similar manner as Peach, but they have different characteristics, which we hope you'll enjoy. Have fun playing as your favorite princesses.
Yeah, and
Oh,
basically that was just yeah.
that was short and simple, to the point. The question is where
Yeah.
I mean where are we ranking that one? Because I don't know. I'm gonna hold you. I
It's
might
just
throw it
okay.
in. I
That's
throw
all
it
it
in the mid
was.
tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, mid tier.
Yeah.
At least Daisy was in the mix.
Oh
Now we
god.
got all the three princesses.
Yep. Now, next one was a Metroid. Was a character that I've been wanting, or mostly everyone's been wanting since Melee, since ever since that Melee intro, and and for good reason. But of course, the whole "oh he's too big" bull crap.
That last shot of Zero Suit was so dope.
Hmm.
Indeed.
And Metroid fans are eating good. We're eating good.
I believe that,
Indeed.
says the resident Metroid super fan.
Damn right.
All right. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about that one though.
For me, it's a alright trailer for me.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Oh, simply because it was overdue half of the time already,
Mm-hmm.
and people were waiting for that moment. And once the moment is already achieved, it's like, yeah, he's in the game.
Okay.
The trailer is amazing. Cinematic is amazing. Gameplay wise, show us a bit of much to it,
Right.
but that's pretty much it. Isn't nothing that wow like a new IP or anything like that. So it's all right for me.
One
Okay.
for me, the only negative thing. One, he, he's he's overdue. He was overdue. Yeah, he was overdue. Like literally, like because for those like should have been during like the Metroid. Was in like during like the melee intro, and people were expecting him to be in there. Y'all, he's too big. He's too big. Now he's in. I was happy. They showed him all the stuff that he can do. He can do, and he can do. Great way to like end off the uh the Smash showcase, Ultra showcase during and Nintendo's E3 2018. And like Buck said, that showcase that showcase was
One of the best, yes, sir. Honestly, I'm surprised by the two of y'all's like kind of placement and thoughts about it. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I thought that the two of y'all were gonna just think it was like the top most highest tier, like out of the gate, and I would have to defend my position. So I'm happy about that because I don't really have to defend as much, which is good. But the TLDR of it all, the basis is I think it's somewhere in like the middle of the pack, probably like I, maybe the tier above that and the ready tier. Um, Main reason being, and I don't want to sound like a Ridley hater or downplayer or whatever, but in my opinion, I think that some of the like the complaints or like some of the things that people were saying as to why he couldn't be in or shouldn't be in, whatever, do ring somewhat true. Just gonna keep it brief. The whole too big thing, I'm not gonna lie, bruh. If you tell me that, if you try to tell me with a straight face that you think that Ridley is like just it's a seamless fit, I think you're capping. That is an uncomfortable ass fit. That man looked like he's popping out his shoulder blades 24/7.
Mm.
Um, and that leads into the second thing that I say is I feel like his to a less, not maybe a lesser extent, but to a certain extent, Ridley is a main villain of Metroid. Right? He's up there with what's it called, Mother Brain or whatever that brain thingy
yeah
is that be
yeah Mother Brain.
right in Super Metroid, and I think Kraid is the other one, like the really big bellied villain.
Great.
Right. So to a certain extent, Ridley is a main villain. But if not for that certain extent, as we saw with the prior Smash Bros. Games, especially Smash 4, he would be in the yellow devil tier for, like, let's say Mega Man, where he's just a stage boss because everyone knows that it's a wonky fit for the character to be playable. That's how I see it. But
Like even at that 50 Fast Extravaganza show them off, show them off, and it's like, oh, we heard it, and it's like you wanted him playable. Well, we can't have him be playable, but you can commit. He will fight alongside you.
Right. So, that's generally how I felt about it. I mean, in general, though, the trailer itself was pretty good. Nice suspense. I like the gimmick that they had going on with the whole like who's taking out these beloved heroes and why is Samus the only one that's left? Like all that shit. It was pretty nice. So in general, I'd be willing to put it like in that alright tier, the ready tier, whatever. Well, where do y'all think it should go?
Yeah, right here for me.
All right, team. All right, so I'll put it here. I'll put it behind Bowser Jr. I'll put it right there. All right. So that's Ridley. We'll go on to the next one.
Okay. Next one. Next one. Next trailer is a character that was originally as a character that was highly requested, but also got leaked beforehand, before the reveal on the day.
Be gone! You don't belong in this world, monster!
Before we get to our thoughts, Flux, I'm so sorry for your man getting
Oh,
ghosted.
oh yeah. So I gotta talk about it. I just want to let it be known that pretty much gonna preemptively invalidate my own opinion towards this trailer because I'm heavily biased against it. Number of reasons why. First of all, the trailer baited me into thinking it was a new Luigi's Mansion. Second of
Hey,
all, Oh, what happened?
And then come like a year a year after that reveal, we got a Luigi's Mansion game.
Second of all, the trailer was the trailer was just generally making fun of my dog. That's my dog right there. That's my main right there. Luigi's my goat. You can't do that. And third of all, most importantly, literally killed the man and didn't let him rest in peace. Come on. Absolutely disgraceful. Um but yeah, on a serious note though, for me personally, I would put in the alright tier once again. I'm not the biggest Castlevania fan, so when I saw this, I genuinely did think it was a Luigi's Mansion trailer, and then I saw it was a Smash Bros. Character reveal for Simon and Richter, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I was like, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna put it like in good. I would say in good. Like you said, not like I mean, I only play like Super Castlevania and the first one. Didn't play much of the other ones. I know Castlevania is like a huge franchise for like the franchise, and it's great that it's getting like it's great that it's finally getting some love, and as like, and the reason why I say it's in good, put it in good, is like it would have been I would put it higher if it wasn't if it didn't like if the if that music leak did happen that had like the for uh for Castlevania stage. But other than that, yeah, that that's it.
Joel, any thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much everything you guys have pretty much said. I mean, if it weren't for the leak, I would say it would have been like nobody is ready because new IP, new games coming along and such. I love. I'm happy for the Castlevania fans that actually got the chance to get their characters in. But other than that, yeah, it was just a right trailer for me.
Got you. On to the next.
All right, next, a couple of Echo Fighters. One pretty much we saw yesterday, a couple days ago, and the other from the same franchise. Yeah, this is just them just talking about. But anyway, yeah, Chrome and Dark Samus. We already talked about Chrome, Dark Samus.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm not the biggest. To call it. So, yeah. I'm not the biggest Metro fan ever, but to me, it's a bit mid because yeah, I mean, it's just another clone of like Samus, and it's just basically a darker version of the character itself. But looks pretty cool though.
Yeah,
Well, I'll tell it to you like this. If resident Metroid superfan Kendall over here doesn't think it's any higher than, I don't know, let's say a high tier. I mean, just in general, however high he thinks it should be is probably as high as I'm willing to go, because I know that I'm not the biggest Metroid fan. I do like Metroid, but I'm not the biggest fan. And that trailer, and really just in general, a common theme amongst most of the other Echo Fighters. We'll see it later on, and I also touched upon it a little earlier when I was talking about Chrome. Is that because of the fact that they're clones, there's that fundamental, like, not disappointment, but deflation. There we go. Where it's like, okay, this character could have been a little more, especially unique, but since they're not, you already know like what the character is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of it, the trailers themselves are really short. Since, I mean, it's not an original character. How much shit can they really show us? You know what I'm saying? Because of those couple of things, I personally feel that it's competing with the other Echo Fighters in mid, if not lower. But I'm willing to go higher. But not much. Not much. Thoughts, Kendall, resident superfan?
Well, you guys gonna be real surprised when I say this, but for me, as a resident Metroid fan, basically the Dark Samus Echo Fighter thing was okay, because basically all I saw was just basically, oh, Dark Samus was a assist trophy at 4. So let's just turn the character into a fighter in Ultimate. Turn him into an Echo Fighter Ultimate. And basically, so I would just say it will be in the alright, in the I tier. So like nothing more. Like could expect more, but hey, I'll just put it I.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it there for now, but I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. I'm side eyeing that thing, and I'm telling you, if I feel later on that it feel a little out of place, I might move it down so it could join the rest of them Echo Fighters. I'm not gonna lie.
Go A. I do not. I am fine, perfectly fine with it.
All right, man. Let's keep it going.
Next up is a character that fan Donkey Kong fans been wanting. He's been heavily requested on the Smash ballot. People been petitioning him in Smash, making go making making notes to Sakurai and all that. Big man, big croc.
Oh, what a reveal! Oh man.
Oh,
I would say this. For me, it will be my body is ready, or like peak. It's alright for me.
So
I mean, everyone's been requesting this character for a long time.
right. So my biggest gripe with that trailer, in all honesty, is the little fake reveal that they did with King DDD. I don't know. I just feel like if you go back and take a look at first time reactions from people online, that little fake reveal shit did not really work at all. I don't know if y'all peeped that, but it's like you see the silhouette, you see that it's Donkey Kong, you see the silhouette, and your mind connects the dots that it's it's K. Rool, like basically no matter what, like basically no matter what happens on the screen, unless they were to hard cut and just change games entirely or some shit. It's K. Rool no matter what. He's confirmed for Smash Bros. Nintendo's, presenting this. I'm pretty sure at the time during some type of a direct. I think it might have been like E3 or some shit. But if they're presenting that, then how the hell, bro? You're not baiting anybody with that, bro. And then on top of it, after DDD is laughing with the audience of population of 0, he's got crickets in the crowd. This man gets clapped up by K. Rool himself, and then he finally has his splash screen. I don't know. It was a weird reveal when you really break it down. But the other thing I'll say real quick is just, especially looking at the tier, that ready tier, I truly do not think that reveal is on the same level as those other ones. Now I do think that, I don't know. It's hard to explain. If he was revealed earlier in the lineup compared to some of these guys, like for example, if he made it into Smash 4 or some shit, then I might be willing to say that he's in that tier. But I don't know. I personally just feel like the fact that, like you said, Joel, he was long awaited. The fact that I feel like the fake out fell flat, and the fact that because of those two things, the trailer itself in general is just lacking a certain punch. Is, I don't know. That's why I feel like it's in the eye too. General thoughts?
Me, only thing going for it is like, even though I know, I know he was highly requested. He was one of the Smash Ballad characters, but I mean, great that we got another heavy hitter, and trying to what else? Besides that, I mean, I'm happy for the DK fans, because they've been needing another DK rep, uh, for a good while. Um, and but besides that, and also yeah, that fake out to me, that basically felt like what happens when you're looking at when you thought you're gonna see a good movie, and then you later realize, man, I wish I could have got my money back after watching the turd. So yeah, I would just probably put it in okay.
Got you. All right, man. Next up,
Next up,
we turning over a new leaf.
hell yeah. Oh, yeah, wake me up when this. Wake me up, man.
Nah, crazy straight.
It is pretty crazy.
All right, fellas. So what do we think about that one?
You already know I'm about to play it. Oh, but I'll let you guys go ahead.
To be fair with you, I'm not. I'm someone who likes Animal Crossing like that, but yeah, for a trailer like for Smash, in a sense, I will put it around mid.
So if you want my honest opinion about it, I think that in order for that trailer to be any kind of remotely good for you, you have to be like a genuine, serious Animal Crossing fan. I'm talking like to the tune of buying the most recent Animal Crossing games and sinking tons of time into it. I am neither of those things. As a trailer, I mean, because of the fact that it's in the style of Animal Crossing, it's really slow. And like, no offense to Isabel, but I don't really care for the character. Like, if it was Tom Nook, then all right, you might have me, but I don't know. It's just it's whatever for me. So I feel like if I'm being genuine, I'm really tempted to put it in that bottom I'm sleep tier. The only thing that's holding me back from doing so is that I think that it is still a better trailer than the Corn trailer. And it's fairly relative to, I want to say, Lucas and Crom. But the problem with those is comparison points is that I actually do think that Lucas and Crom could be re-examined to drop down into that bottom tier. So go ahead, Kendall.
Yeah, like you said, pretty much you just hit the nail on the head. Like I would be an Animal Crossing fan, and but yeah, like even if I was an Animal Crossing fan or not, this was that trailer right there was just pretty much just all signs of, oh, Isabel's coming to Smash. Is just right off the bat. It's like even if even if you were a fan or not, it was just right up just out of the blue. Which was crazy because considering that that trailer that they dropped was literally just for a promotion of not only that, but also a promotion for the new game that was like coming, that was like in the works during that time, or New Horizons. But for me, I would just, man, I can't believe I say this, but I would just pretty much put it like up the tier that's above Corrin.
Okay. So oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. All right, so I'm outvoted, so I'm gonna put her in that mid tier
So,
and let her sit there for a while,
so
and yeah, we go from there.
yeah. Alright. Next is the final two characters in the base roster before DLC season comes around. And which though two of them characters happen to have a thing for fire.
Bring it on! That's right! Yeah! So, you want to fight fire with fire, huh?
Okay. So how about that Grinch trailer debunk?
Yeah, I remember that. Well, what was it at the Grinch leak this is?
Yep, so basically there was like a leak that had someone posted, and it had like the banner, and it had like the Smash Ultimate like banner, and it had like characters that we didn't know that was gonna be in there. And people thought that that banner was real or not. And I think Ken was one of them.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah. So
I guess let me take point. I'm gonna start it off. Kennen and Cinnaror, they're sharing this trailer. I'll tell you straight up front, I'm definitely higher on Ken than Incineroar. Despite the fact that it's the same trailer. But once again, that's primarily because of a personnel thing. We talked about it earlier. Um, because Ken is an Echo Fighter of Ryu, I am unwilling to put him in the same tier as Ryu. Just because he's not bringing the same level of precedence, nor is he carrying the weight of being the main FGC rep like Ryu was. Then on top of it, I feel like I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like canonically Ken shouldn't be losing to Incineroar in a fight. But maybe that's just me. Anyways, a point that I'm getting at is that I'll probably put Ken in the alright tier as well. And then Incineroar, um, I guess just to err on this, I mean not err on the side of caution, but just to be consistent, I'll probably put him in the same tier as Ken, because aside from that personnel thing, there's not really much that he did per se, or that was shown off about him per se, that makes me want to put him any lower. Um, it's just, kind of one of those things. It's like, well, if I don't think that Incineroar is cool as Ken, then he can't really go above him. And if I got Ken in like the alright tier, then Incineroar's got to be there or lower. But I do think that since he was in the same trailer and all that, I feel like he should probably just be in the same tier. Anybody think any different or nah?
Nah, you got everything in my head to what to say.
Mm-hmm. Also,
I got you. Go ahead, Kendall.
also, I like how that in that trailer Ken did the whole Ken did the evil moment, and what was it? And a fun fact in the trailer, during that originally, Cinnamore was even gonna. It was originally that spot was gonna go to Sep DCGY
Oh, that's pretty cool.
before Cinnamore took the spot.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah,
All
but
right, man. Next up.
next up is pretty much the oddball DLC character, free DLC character.
Oh yes. I think I already know which one I'm gonna pick.
Oh man,
I'm not gonna lie to you. For me, bro, it gotta be the sleeper for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Kendall, thoughts?
Pass.
All right, so it's nice to know that we're in agreement because I still don't understand how or why this character is in the game. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, to me, this makes zero sense. I'm gonna keep it super short and sweet. This is essentially if a regular Goomba got in the game as a playable character. This is essentially if, you know, like the slicers in Sonic just randomly became playable. Like random level 1 or like below level 5 mooks. I know they're like, well, I was about to say I know there are no anime characters in this game, but the Fire Emblem detractors would like to say otherwise. But
Oh,
like,
and there's also
if there were,
the
give me a
game.
sec. If there were genuine anime reps, like like a character from some type of a isekai anime or something, then Piranha Plant would be roughly equivalent to like a level 7 slime being a playable character. Like, what is this? I don't know. To me, it's the weirdest decision in probably the entire game. But that's just me.
I think there are also some other fighters, but we'll get to them when we get to it. Now, the next set of trailers, well, the first one happened to be from an announcement trailer, the first DLC trailer that was announced from the Game Awards from 2018. And it was a character that no one saw coming.
This is Joker. The mission is go.
Wait a second! You mean he went alone?
What's so important that he'd run off by himself? There's only one thing the Phantom Thieves of Hearts specialize in.
He's there to steal a treasure. Have you already sent a calling card?
We're not the ones sending a card this time. In fact, we've been invited. Invited to steal the greatest treasure of all.
What? Smash Bros? Is this for real?
We'll be going up against the best of the best. Can't wait to see our fearless leader show his stuff.
Persona!
I am thou, thou art I. Show the strength of thy will, and rage against all challengers.
Joker, it's the moment you've been waiting for! So many legendary fighters! Awesome!
Are you sure he can handle this?
I mean, he's got a knife and a gun. I'm sure he'll be fine.
I don't know. They look pretty tough.
Harness the power of the heart to summon a persona. Unleash the rebellious spirit growing inside you.
Persona!
Oh, Arsene.
Arsene?
Can't he use a more powerful persona?
What are you talking about? Our set is awesome!
Alright. Alright.
I already know my
Yeah.
placement. My
Yeah,
placement is in that my body is ready.
and Sakurai did this boy justice, and I was happy when they announced this, him at the Game Awards that it showed off his gameplay.
I actually do not remember exactly how I reacted to this announcement. I think at the time, I was like, like, oh my god, Mewtwo levels of hype. But it might have been because of the fact that the game was supposed to drop the day after. Cause that's the one thing I gotta remember. You gotta factor that into consideration. A lot of people's reaction, like initial reactions to the Joker trailer, were kind of boosted. It had that game dropping the next day stimulus package. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think I want to put it in that topmost tier. Let me see. Let me take a gander at the topmost tier as of right now. Mega Man, Mewtwo, Cloud, the Ultimate reveal, and then the fact that Ultimate had everyone coming back. The fact that everyone's coming back. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna commit to the ready tier, and once again, the reason why I say so is because I'm comparing him to Ryu, as a barometer, and specifically the hypothetical universe in which Ryu never got leaked. Because if Ryu never got leaked, he would have been in that topmost tier, and Joker, to me, Joker wouldn't be more hype than that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and commit to that. All right.
And also I have to add in on this. And it was also the fact that they revealed him, like said, the fact that he was like literally the first character, unexpected character, DLC character to be revealed unexpected with no leaks, no all that no like codes or all that. Basically, and basically all this happening even before like before the midnight release of the game, which is crazy. And then you have like the gameplay. They showed off his gameplay trailer, like how they show, which basically Sakurai knew like he was like a huge Persona fan, like to even to the point of him completing the game like multiple times with which five with the Persona 5 being like the main inspiration for like with the user interface for like being all like sleek and cool, like so yeah.
Yes, sir.
Basically a high tier.
All right.
Next trailer is a character from Japan. From Japan. And that was me. That was worked on by one of the designers that also worked on a famous franchise. Rest in peace to the good man. first and foremost. Rest in peace to the goat Toriyama.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Peace and condolences to Akira Toriyama and his family.
Mhm.
He made one of the most brilliant characters ever existed in game histories.
Mhm.
The hero.
So-
Dragon Quest hero.
So now I'm not biggie when it comes to Dragon Quest, but I know Japan. And I'm real happy for, and I'm happy for them getting their smash. And it's also cool like to see like all the other heroes be used as like skins, aka the Bowser Jr. tree.
Yeah.
And also um another a fun fact for one of the heroes in the game is that one of the VA that uh voices one of the heroes has the same VA that voices Korean and Melee.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Personally, probably put him alright tier. I'm not a really big Dragon Quest fan. But obviously I'm a big fan of Toriyama's work because of Dragon Ball. Just not a Dragon Quest fan. But I do recognize that the Japanese audience thought that this was the greatest shit on earth. So I'm not gonna like put it in the mid tier, the sleep tier, just cause it's not for me. When I do think that there is an argument or like a credence to the hype level of the announcement itself, like compared to some of the other entries that are below where I want to put Hero, like down there in that mid tier and the sleep tier, where I don't really feel like there's much of a hype level in those individual announcements. Joe, we thinking the same or?
Yeah, we're thinking the same.
Got you.
Alrighty. Now then, next up is another character that was highly requested in the ballot. And need I dare to say, they've been, it's been, it's been a rare time to see them.
I still need Banjo 3, man.
Oh, well, and a man can dream. Eh.
Yeah, y'all know where I'm trying to put him at. Topmost tier. Simple. Any
Indeed.
arguments otherwise?
Yeah.
Any arguments otherwise? No.
No. I mean, besides that, besides the terrible, what you call it, fake out again.
Yeah, they gotta stop with them damn fake outs,
Yeah,
bro.
only this time they have to put the one character under the one character that was like that we doing like in full. That was just like, come on, bro. But anyway, otherwise, yep, high tier. Now then, next trailer. But we have another two in one. A two trailer. This time for a character for a fighting character. Who wants to ask you the question? Are you okay?
Come on!
All right, Harry.
I've never seen somebody so aggressive, want to know the well-being of his opponent so much, man.
Hey man,
Are you okay?
he was literally asking the question. To his opponents, are they okay?
Right. Do I want to take point? Yeah, let me take point. I think that Terry, funniest thing is I was conflicted about where I want to put him for this, and the reason why is because when Terry got revealed, I straight up didn't know who he was, and I do now. I know who Terry is, and it's funny enough that he got into Smash Bros. And now he's in Street Fighter. But
Yeah.
the thing about Terry is that even though I do like his trailer, and even though I do understand his impact for Smash Bros. In fighting games, now that I know who he is, I think it's the fundamental fact that I genuinely did not know who Terry was until he got into Smash Bros. Is the reason why I personally don't want to put him much higher than all right, and you guys would have to like probably convince me otherwise, because I don't know, bro. It's just when he got announced, I vividly remember it. Like he got announced, they revealed him. They were doing the whole Smash Bros. Trailer, and I was hyped because it was a Smash Bros. Announcement. But the actual character got revealed, and I was like, "Who is this?" You know what I'm saying? Thoughts, fellas?
I think for me, the one reason why I will say I will put like my body is ready, simply because he's like the old age before Smash and made everything possible because of Fatal Fury. One an inspiration to at least. And however, though, it's like also the face of like fighting games, alongside other characters inside the games. And
Yeah.
also with the new IP and everything, he really shows everything what he got. That's why in my pick I will put my body is ready. Like the same thing with you, like the presence is there to a point where he's there to kick ass.
Any thoughts, Kendall?
How can I put this? Um, I would say it's alright. Like, like I said, like y'all said, he's one of the characters that come from like one of the huge, big, like 2D fighting games, and now he's basically now probably gonna show up, which and now pretty much he now is like basically like Street Fighter 6. Um, plus he's also another character that Sakurai probably respected the most out with the with this DLC. Most with like putting like most main characters in the background and all the state getting 50 songs in there. And also his trailer was cool with all them trying to get the envelope, the invitation. But other than that, happy for the Fatal Fury fans. Me, around around high, alright to good, good.
Mm. Let's go ahead and commit to. I'm gonna commit to the ready tier because main reason being is because I'm seeing this tier have a Palutinas of the world, a Lucinas of the world, a Bowser Jr. of the world, and I do think Terry's cooler than those characters. So I'm gonna put him in that ready tier.
Okay.
Next up
is a character from the going back to the franchise, and I'm kind of glad that I was just seeing in the character.
The time time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet... there is no other choice. You must join Smash.
Huh?
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself!
So you return, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do? Huh. So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time. How is this? Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's relics. With Arid Fire, strike with superior reach. Use Amir's overwhelming power. Unleash the blinding speed of Failnaught. Along with the Sword of the Creator, each weapon matches a direction. Your will and mine be now as one! To you, both sides of time are revealed! Through Smash, show the world!
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
that's pretty
This was
cool.
one of the most disappointing character reveals, man.
You already know what I'm about to say, so so go ahead.
Well, to be fair with you, if it weren't for the fact that corn existed, I believe this would have been more than an acceptable decision to make to be in a Smash game. However, though, because of the success of like Three Houses and knowing myself, I know how I played Three Houses before, and it was a very good game, especially for any beginners out there who want to try it out. I say that Byleth was well deserved, but in a very disappointing way. And so for me, I will give it a mid, or dare I say it, like sleeper hit.
What do you think, Kendall? Because you know where I'm at. You already know where I'm at.
Let's see. I mean, Bible school, but here's the thing. I never played Three Houses, and it's basically, and it sucks, and it's really just, I wanted to get into it, and I really want to play more of the character, but it's just, the character is just there. It's just there. And I mean, it's nice to hear the VA for Morgana again in that trailer. Even though I hate that cat. Beautiful. Um, I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna like pretty much be with Joel. Just put it in mid. But we'll and also another fun fact. What was this? One more fun fact. And you know your trailer character got over spotlight. It's just kind of okay when even a me character costume got more spotlight in that showcase than the actual character itself.
Nah, yeah, the Byleth reveal just has a myriad of issues and complaints, grievances. Um, Personally, I mean, I really don't want to employ Fire Emblem tax, but I feel like it's not impossible to avoid at this point, just because of that series having representation up the wazoo and all kinds of wacky forms. Like Joel mentioned earlier, it genuinely would be more acceptable if Corrin wasn't in Smash 4 earlier, or if Corrin didn't get brought back for Ultimate. But it's not just the fact that if Corrin wasn't in the game, it's also the fact that they're brought into Smash Bros under the exact same parameters, which is also essentially the same parameters that Marth went through, Marth and Roy in Melee. The difference is that partially with Corrin and doubly more so with Byleth, the spot doesn't really feel earned. It's like the character, like, oh, somebody on the financial team at Nintendo had put a sticky note on Sakurai's office door to remember to throw a Fire Emblem rep in there from the newest game, because the newest game is about to drop, at least in Japan, and we need the rep to be in there so that we could push the sales of the game. And it's like, all right, dude, the first time's a charm, sure, I'll let you slide. That comes in the form of Martha and Roy. Okay, fine. The second time around, okay, sure, fool me twice. Well, however the saying goes, fool me once, shame on you or me. Fool me twice, shame on me or you, however the hell. But come on, dude. You can't fool me. I'm familiar with your game. Shout outs to Shaq. It's not gonna work a third time, bro. Like, what's going on with Byleth, man? And then the final part, let me wrap this up, is Byleth's playstyle as shown on display in the trailer is like a very meager, slight variation of the sword style gameplay. Because ultimately, all of those forms, except I think I remember seeing that Byleth has some type of a spear for a couple of the aerials. But most of those moves, and then I guess aside from the bow, most of those moves are slow swings of what's it called? A detached hitbox, excuse me, which essentially translates to being like a sword. And of course, you know, it's a slippery slope. I remember, if you're a fan of Japan time, then you probably remember that idiotic conversation that they had. It was an argument about whether Min counts as a sword fighter. I'm definitely not gonna go down that route. But the point that I'm getting at, bro, is that the Byleth reveal was wrong place, wrong time, wrong context, wrong audience, and it just does nothing for me. It doesn't move me in any way. I basically felt nothing with Byleth, and if it were completely up to me, if this wasn't a consensus thing between the three of us, I would have easily just threw her ass in the bottom tier and kept it pushing. Just to be completely honest with you.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, wait, hold on. So where do we say we putting a mid tier, bottom tier?
I said mid, or dare I say a sleepy tier, but I said mid.
Man, fuck Violet, bro. I'm putting her in mid. I'm putting her in the bottom, bro. Because I genuinely do not think that this is a better trailer than Corrin. That's the thing.
Well, I don't even blame. You know what? I'll say mid.
Unless you want to say both Corrin and Violet gotta go up, which I heavily disagree with.
Oh no.
No, just no.
Yeah. I'm sorry. We're sorry, not sorry, bro. But Violet, you gotta go to the bottom, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
There.
Next up.
Min.
We're entering Fighter Pass 2. And we start off with a goddamn list.
Which, by the way, it was voted.
Man. Should have been the jar instead.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't even fully remember the voting process for arms. Actually, I lied. I do kind of remember that. Didn't they do something like they confirmed that the next rep was gonna be arms no matter what, but it was just like, who do you want to be in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the end it was just Min because the producer of Arm said like he like he liked her and just wanted her to be in the game.
Crazy. I don't really have much to say, to be honest, about Min Min. Cool character. Nice move set. Good trailer. Aside from arguably like, I guess that voting drama, there's not really much bad to say about Min Min. I do think it's a little weird that Min Min was the arms rep instead of just the main arms guy that's on the front of the box. It's kind of like, I don't know. That's kind of like if you were to have Mario crossover into some other franchise, but instead of having Mario do it, you have like Toad be your main rep. It's kind of weird, but you know, it is what it is. Personally, I mean, I'm teetering between I tier and the ready tier. I don't think that Min Min is as hype as like Terry or Joker or Ryu or anything, but at the same time, I do think that she's substantially better than quite a lot of the cast in the outright tier. But you know, it's up to where y'all want her.
Nah, same for me. She's like pretty cool character and such. I would give it all right treatment.
Cool character. Would prefer no character instead. You know. But hey, what can you do? Same tier. Same area you guys chose.
Got it.
No. Next character.
Oh, well,
This
this next one.
one might be a doozy. Oh boy, what a doozy. What's a
Oh,
doozy?
oh man, oh man, oh
Listen.
man. I know there's gonna be just split in this one.
Look,
Yep.
I'm just gonna. Y'all guys go first. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it.
So Joel, I'm gonna designate you to take point because I'm fairly certain I know what you're thinking and why. And I probably will disagree. So we gotta have a conversation about it.
All right. First and foremost, to me, my placement of for Steve would probably be in the Mewtwo hype. I don't
Right.
think people. I don't think people understand how big of a reveal this is. Knowing
Right.
from Microsoft of all companies get the license from this, and one of the biggest what you call it sandbox what you call it games ever to be created to be having the most fun and most endearing franchise of them all literally broke the internet into hypeness to a point where we can't even go to the access to Twitter anymore.
Right.
So everyone was hyping about this. Everyone loved this character and loved the game itself. And the fact that it shows us this, I'm hyped.
Right. Right. Okay.
And for the most majority of part of it, the trailer is very sleek and simple. They would just give us like the dungeon, whatever, all the mobs in that was Mario was had to face, and then literally backhanded you see Steve like doing mining, and then you get all the customizable stuff, like for example the zombie, Alex, the Enderman, all of those
Right.
as those are fan favorites, including with the stage, with the different seasonal stages, just like how like the Animal Crossing stages are. Like everything is put into love into what this character was brought into.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
mean, you pretty much hit the nail on the head, uh, in that regard for being for the character. So I can't fault you for that. Um, I'm pretty much going to preemptively concede the fact that I'm probably going to agree to put him in the Mewtwo tier, albeit reluctantly, because I'm not the biggest fan of the character. I'm gonna get into it. Basically, my argument is going to cover the basis that the character, especially compared to all of the other characters, except for like I guess technically the Inkling reveal, because the Inkling reveal was connected to the Smash Ultimate reveal, and the Everyone is Here reveal is a little different, but you get the gist of it for that top tier. That those characters, like to an above and beyond degree, are individually important. Like the franchises that they represent, or even the genres that they represent, are important, of course. But the character themselves literally define the genre to an extent. Like Mega Man and 2D platformers, right behind Mario, of course. Cloud and JRPGs. Same thing with Mewtwo being a form of representation of Pokemon. All of that stuff. Banjo Kazooie 3D platformer. And the reason why I bring all of that up is to state that Steve himself, in the variants, Alex, the zombie and all those other variants are actually fairly non-important because like the number one like primary thing behind the character is the fact that it's just a like insert whatever Minecraft rep. And this is gonna back my argument behind like the entirety of uh the fact that I didn't jive with the reveal like to the same extent, I guess. What am I trying to say here? Minecraft, Smash Bros. Is supposed to be a repository, or let me rephrase that. Smash Bros. Has evolved over the years from the first game to now to be a repository of video game history. It wasn't really like that at first, in my opinion. Like, I don't think Smash 64 is really much of that, but it has evolved with time. There's no denying that. But with that being said, I personally felt as though Minecraft as an entity or as a franchise had evolved beyond being just a video game. Like, I personally thought that it was more of a creationary platform, like a creation tool, like kind of like a creation engine, honestly. Like Roblox is somewhat similar. The creative mode in Fortnite is similar. In general, if you've used other creation engines, I know, like for example, PlayStation had Dreams, stuff like that. Point that I'm getting at is that Steve in Origin was not a particular character in Minecraft. At least not to my knowledge. Like Notch and the rest of those guys making Minecraft had just made the game itself, created a player character, and then for lore purposes, IRL decided to name the fucker Steve just for shits and giggles, and then the community ran with it, and then they made it something canonical just to cover their bases. When in reality, you see what I'm saying? Like Minecraft as a franchise is the important part of getting into Smash Bros. And so the character has essentially no weight. And because the character has no weight, that's how I would argue that it shouldn't be in the topmost tier, because literally every other character in those two tiers like are the bulk of their weight. Somebody who's a Minecraft super fan could seriously fuck around and not know who the fuck Steve is. Of course, by design, they would make the connection from a design standpoint that Steve is a Minecraft character. But if you log into Minecraft, happen to never look in the third person mode, and just play the game for shits and giggles, you could genuinely not know what Steve looks like. Yeah, I digress. You get my point. But regardless, like I said, I'm preemptively conceding it regardless, because that fucking franchise broke Twitter, dude. That shit was ridiculous. So yeah, man. Any thoughts to add on that?
Like I said, like you guys said, you guys hit the nail on the head. The blocky dude literally broke Twitter. Botman broke Twitter. Literally, like, and for those that say how it's just a character that just built things, let me put it to you in best terms. When he got revealed, and when you tried to go, and afterwards, when you tried to go on Twitter, you couldn't do it for the span of either an hour and a couple of minutes, or the span of an hour. That's how That's how big this character was at the time. Reveal. I love the Mario, and I love like the fake out. I love I mean not the fake out, the whole Mario's like trapped in like the dark the dark out elements. And I love like all this stuff. And I love the remixes of all of the Minecraft music that they had in there. I would put it in the good. So yeah.
All right, there it is. All right.
Next up is a character that pretty much Joel, I mean, all of us have pretty much lost it when we heard the first few notes.
セフィロス。この時を待ちわびたぞ。さあ、南東に絶望を送ってやろう。目障りだ。思い出の中にじっとしていてくれ。私は思い出にはならないさ。
And then he obliterates the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
All right. You know what? You know where they put him.
This man shot down all form of thought. He was like, don't you dare think about it.
I have to be with Joel on this one. It literally.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, the part that pushes it over the edge real quick is just I didn't think that Final Fantasy was gonna get another rep. So the fact that they did was like, oh shit, nah, that's crazy. That's pretty much it.
Now, for me, it was just basically, thank God we're getting more songs.
Oh God, I remember that. Yeah.
They brought in one of the most iconic villains of all. I don't want to say all, but like still all in
Nah, you could. Nah,
video game history.
You could say all time.
All
You
time.
You could easily say all time because he's one of the most iconic villains of one of the most iconic games of all time. So you could easily say,
Next to Bowser, Ganon.
yeah,
Well,
he would be in a tier below, to be fair, but he's definitely up there.
Yes, sirree. So seeing him after whooping some ass, where literally make everyone disappear, bruh. Oh no.
and the Mario fake out, and the Mario fake out.
A shout out to having children with the scenes between the two.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes. Now, okay. So now, after that comes two in one character. And that pretty much I literally called it as soon as they started playing the trip.
One day, Pyra just disappeared. I couldn't find her anywhere. It was as if she vanished off the face of all rest. Without a trace. Where have you gone? I'll find you, whatever it takes. This is where you were. Pyra!
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you. Because I got an invitation to join Smash!
Huh? What? I thought I was gonna be in Smash.
Just sit back and leave it to me, Rex. Behold the power of the Aegis! Smash Flare!
You powered up your Smash attack with fire?
Flame Nova! Prominence Revolt! Blazing End!
That's genius! You're pretty much owning them, and these are seasoned fighters!
There are no pushovers!
Talk about a tight spot.
Mithra?
Let me handle this.
Mithra!
Cutting it close, huh?
Oh, hey, were these guys planning on leaving?
Gee, I feel kind of bad now.
Coming through! Lightning Buster! Photon Edge! Ray of Punishment! Chroma Dust! Foresight!
What? You can even use that?
Fire! Right here!
So you two can swap between each other freely?
With serious firepower and blinding speed. Together, nothing can stand in our way!
Quite the spectacle, aren't they?
Wait, Gramps?
I've missed this old buddy. Mind if I watch a while? Oh, look, our friends are here. And there's some more.
You're all mine!
I'll lend you a hand.
Sacred Arrow! Burning
Sword! Nailed it!
Sure did! Witness our power! Shulk?
I never expected to see you two again. Well, now that you're in Smash, I won't go easy on you!
Ooh, fighting words. You forget. We're fighters too!
Yes, sir.
I
By the
got a lot
way,
to say.
oh, okay. I was
I
just gonna
mean,
say,
you, yeah, you go
no.
first.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you predict. I was just gonna say I was making a joke. Easiest prediction on this planet is next Smash Bros. Game, assuming it's not a hard reboot. They're definitely gonna put a Xenoblade 3 rep in there.
Mostly Noah.
Yep, that's about it. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Kendall.
Oh, I got a lot to say considering that I played Xenoblade 2 and 2 3. And so, yeah. Okay, first off, already saw it coming. One, mostly because of the whole pirate dish disappeared and she wasn't in. She didn't. And she wasn't in her little container. Second, second, second. I was happy. I like how they showed off her gameplay, which basically it was like another Ice Climber's Treat thing, or no, better yet, the Zelda slash Sheik treatment, where you could basically switch off each other freely. Um, um, and I like how they had like Shulk, how like they put Shulk in there and using like the Xenoblade 2 model for him for them for him in there. So yeah, and that's too. And also, fun fact, this is also like the only Smash trailer, one of the few only Smash trailers not to be worked on Sakurai's and on the studio that usually do like the Smash trailers. All of this was done by Monolith Soft, the same studio that worked on the Xenoblade games.
Mm-hmm.
Real short and simple from me. Cool trailer. I think it's a little weird that Rex got completely cucked from this game, but it's whatever, I guess. I'm not that big of a Xenoblade fan in the first place. So ready tier. Simple.
For me, it'd be the ready tier as well. I like Mithra and Pyra more better than Rex as a character. So I'd rather have them fight better than just like sulking into one man to do all the blades work. But yes, nice. I'm not gonna like the fake out was something I thought that would be a new DLC at that time. But after seeing what it is, oh man, like the choreography of what they did, the symmetry and such. Um, yeah, they showed all the moves and such, like gameplay wise, and that's pretty much it. It will be my ready tier for me. Nice and simple.
Yep.
All right, fellas. Last two characters. Let's knock it out.
Yep, we got two.
Yes, sir.
It's the second. No. Next one, another fighting character who basically follows in his father's footsteps.
Get ready for the next battle.
Kazuya Mishima wins.
Alright. Kazuya.
Yes. The one character that was a demon, not just in his own verse, but in Smash Bros. As well. Man got everything out of the book in broken essence, in a sense.
He tried his damnedest to throw Kirby into the pit, bro. Can y'all believe that?
And yet the little Puffball survived.
Of course. You can't. Kirby scales higher than him. He gets stomped.
Yeah, literally.
It's hilarious.
And also the fact that basically is like him throwing off all the other characters. Really pretty much is just saying, yeah, you're not getting the game. Your game fell off. Your game didn't do well.
Yep. Pretty simple. Once again, fairly obviously ready tier in my opinion. Right up there with Ryu, right up there with Terry of the other fighters. There's not much more to it than that. I mean, I would say face of Tekken, but I personally don't consider him the face of Tekken because I think that Heihachi and Jin are more popular. But I mean, he's right up there, still top 5. So
Yeah,
Indeed.
pretty much.
Let's go!
when you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
True.
Indeed.
Absolutely, man. Now, of course, I'm gonna preface this by saying that me, myself, and Joel, of course, to an exorbitant degree, are
Hey,
stupidly biased. I mean,
hey.
I know Kendall, you too, but lesser.
Okay, now see.
We're stupidly
But
biased because, well, I don't know about Joel. He never told me his list, but for me, Kingdom Hearts is a top 5 franchise of all time. So
Indeed.
This character, I've been waiting on this character for a brick, bro, since I was legit. When I was a little kid, I was waiting for this character to get into the game, man. So you know where I'm at with it, man. It's really literally nothing I can say. Like you,
Same
you,
here, man.
you know where I'm
Same
at with
here.
it.
Same here. And the fact that not only it's a character that we all want, but it's also the actual Smash Ballot the whole time winner.
Yes, the
Yep.
actual Smash Ballot winner,
And
the one
people kept
that
saying, "Oh, Bayonetta one is just like, yeah, I
no,
know good well is sort of
that was a fake
is."
out.
Yep.
Yep. And the fact that everyone is keep telling us that Sora cannot get in because of legal reasons. Well, guess what?
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
Ever since that day comes, that's where everyone goes stupid.
Yeah.
Everyone is like, "Oh no!" or "Why yes!" to to every reaction out there.
Yep. Because people literally thought it was impossible. And to be fair, to be completely fair, it was founded in believability and like a sense of realism because it's Disney. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Cloud. It's like, oh, Cloud can't get in because it's Sony. It's like, no, he can get in. That's Final Fantasy. They're a third party franchise. He's part of a Square Enix. Okay, sure. Oh, Joker can't get in because, Sega and Atlas, they're not gonna play nice because they already got Sonic in the. No, they could definitely still talk to them and get them in the game. They'd be like, okay, well, Sora's definitely not gonna get in because Disney's not gonna play nice, bro. How are they gonna get the lawyers to sign off on that? Well, apparently, Sakurai has money like that, so he got his bands up one time real quick. Pulled up to the Disney headquarters, brought the Brinks truck, signed a couple of papers. You know what I'm saying? Agreed to a couple of deals and some contracts, and made everyone's dreams come true.
Damn, that keychain must be really expensive, huh?
I guess.
But other than that, man, oh man, it's not just the character that it brought to an end to the DLC. It's just the ambiance. Like it just feels right to have the
yeah,
character to be in Smash
yeah,
and close
Absolutely.
and then they close it off and then bang with just Nintendo and Disney shake hands. Oh man, oh man.
yep. And,
Absolutely.
and is now also going to be probably now the last Smash game Sakurai ever works on fully, because now, because whenever come the next Smash game happen for the next Nintendo console, Sakurai probably won't even be there, because because you can't even top Ultimate, because literally it's literally everyone's. You literally got most of the characters that most people want.
Yeah, man. I really don't know what they're gonna do in the future. That's kind of the reason why. At some point earlier, when we were talking about one of the other characters, I forget which, I had mentioned in passing the future of Smash Bros. And I said I alluded to a reboot, and the reason why I said that is because in general, people are kind of torn. They don't know if they're gonna do a port. They don't know if they're gonna try to just make a regular sequel and somehow make it bigger, which is, super unlikely, or just try to straight up reboot the whole franchise and maybe give it a different genre. I don't know, but hey, man. Ah, Took a
Well,
while, but we finally crossed the finish line.
it did. Smash
You know what I'm saying?
is now complete.
The future of Smash Bros. Is now in question. But hey, man, that's for Nintendo to unveil to us in the future. Clip it, screenshot it, make sure you got it saved, man. That's gonna do it for us. That's our list of all of the Smash Brothers trailers, the newcomers, a few returning characters for Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate. Ranked, we got them on a tier list here. You can see it here. Clear as day, crystal clear. All the different tiers spanning from Mewtwo at the top all the way down to I'm Sleep at the bottom. Let us know what you think about it down in the comment section below. Drop a like on the video if you like the video. Sub to the channel if you fuck with the content. Of course, I'm not gonna get up out of here without plugging my boys because they helped me out with this tremendously, man. This took a while, so I gotta make sure I shout my dogs off. So go ahead and plug yourselves if you want. I guess starting with you, Joel. Go ahead and plug yourself if you want.
Well, I don't have any plugs, but I would say thanks, thanks to having me to do these ratings. I like to do one of those things again. If you had the time, put me in. Yeah.
Don't
And
worry.
this is Joel.
Yes, sir. That's my dog, man. Joel Arch152.
Yes, sir.
I know he says he doesn't have anything right now, but one of these days I'm gonna force him to open up some shit so y'all can show love. And then next up, you, man, Kendall. If you got anything at all, I don't know if you want to plug your Twitter, if you got anything like YouTube or anything, but go ahead and plug yourself.
Glad I was able to join you on this occasion, and I was able to like screen share all the trailers. And if you want, and for all you people out there want to hear this man's bad opinions on animation and how my opinions are better than yours and whatnot, JK and all that.
It's not
And
kidding.
won't talk about animation and all that stuff on movies and stuff and cartoons. I have a Twitter, literally Winkin795, 795. And I also pretty much talk about some movies and all that too. So yeah.
Yes, sir, man. Go ahead and hit up his socials. Hit up the Twitter. You heard it from the man himself. You want some opinions on all different types of stuff, animation, etc. You know where to find him. Also, make sure that I put links in the description. Make sure I don't forget to do that. And in general, for myself, I mean, you're literally on my page, man. Hit the sub button. What you doing? But also my other socials, they're gonna be in the description. So if you want to see those, you can check me out. And yeah, man, that's gonna do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.